So here we go, the final of our debates ahead of this weekend's El Clasico, and it is a simple one, gentlemen. Who will win it? Real Madrid with Guillem Balaguer in their corner, or Barcelona with Terry Gibson in that corner? Now, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you for a free-for-all. There are some ground rules, though. No punching, no biting, no kicking, no screaming. OK, play fair, gentlemen. Let us start with the opening salvos with Barcelona, Terry. And I believe, as far as your team selection is concerned, you go with Luis Suarez.
Yes, I will. I don't think he's been injured. And I think it's just he's had the specific training and he'll be ready to go. And sometimes a game as big as this gets the adrenaline flowing and gets you through that initial first game. That's a personal choice, but I think Luis Enrique will. OK,
let's have a look at the teams then and see how you gentlemen think they will line up. There we go, and we can get those names up on there. So, Suarez in there, and this has been a dress rehearsal this season for this front three that Barcelona, you feel, will play, and this is the first time they'll unleash it.
Yep, for me, I think Pedro has been playing in this position. Now, this is a new setup from under Luis Enrique. Messi played pretty much up front last season. The issue last season, though, was when he dropped deep to pick the ball up, there was no one in that centre-forward position. And we saw a lot of people complaining that a lot of passing from Barcelona, but no one in that central striker's position. Now, what Luis Enrique has done is alleviated that pressure from Lionel Messi by dropping him deeper, giving him a free roll. So I've put Messi there, but he'll be here, he'll be there, wherever he can get on the ball, but there's always a striker in a goal-scoring position. Pedro has only got one goal this season. Sandro's got three goals, the young player.
The one that was playing there. But if I'm the Real Madrid manager, I'm thinking, this guy's not fit. By the way, this is an argument, the one that you just put in, that the staff of Barcelona, some part of the staff of Barcelona put it in as saying, he's ready to go. Look at him, he's, I almost said biting. He's actually very happy. Everybody's happy that he will be in the team as well. But there is some others that are saying, if you got Suarez in the team, he's going to have to do a lot of the running without the ball. Because the way that Barcelona plays at the moment with Messi, he needs both Neymar and Suarez to keep going all the time in behind defences. So is he ready for that? Because also the other thing that happens is that Barcelona defend badly when they defend as a team. When they track back, there are opportunities for other teams to get them. You then have to make sure that Barcelona pressure high. Suarez ready for that as well. Well, I'd be happy if he was on the team, if I was Real Madrid.
This will be the setup from Barcelona, won't it? The arrows from Suarez will be playing in this position here. Messi will be up here. So I think these players here, all their recovery runs to try and win the ball back, because they will be backed up in this half of the pitch. Busquets will be slightly deeper. Iniesta will be pushing into here. And don't forget these two. So this has been the width.
Please come as much forward as you can. Do you want to play here? We'll let you play here.
They will. Now, I understand what you're saying about the long recovery runs from Barcelona to try and win the ball back, but they should only be, as long as it's done instant, as soon as they lose the ball, their first thought is to win the ball back. They then have to do it, and it should be short runs, short, sharp runs, which don't take out a player as much as Suarez losing the ball and having to track and run all the way back to here. That's not an issue. They're the ones that take it out of here.
All this, we'll talk about all this in a minute. Thank you very much, because I think there'll be a lot of players that will be happy about that. But what's interesting with Barcelona this season is that 4 of the first goals that they've scored in the last 7 games, 4 of them, more than 50%, come from counter-attacking. They struggle when Real Madrid or any team defends with the lines together, which is exactly what's happening here. Now, another way, of course, of making Barcelona run is keeping the ball. And this is something that is really happening. With Kroos coming in, with Modric as well, with no Bale, so you're going to have Isco also helping in the midfield, and so will James. You're going to get a midfield that's really going to be overcrowded, and in a way you're going to get a Barcelona type of style with Real Madrid. They're going to want to keep the ball. They're happy to actually do so at the moment. They've got the quality we were saying. James Rodriguez, almost the best signing this summer. And with Isco as well, they can do the tracking back, they can do the keeping the ball. How will Barcelona beat that?
Well, I've looked at this tactically, and I've looked at all the solutions, and I just see Barcelona that have a solution for everything. I think you can Isco and James Rodriguez here, two fantastically gifted footballers, but they're not going to be too keen on having to defend against the fullbacks. That takes away from how effective they are. And I think we have to remember as well, Real Madrid, although they're at home, I still expect Barcelona to dominate possession. And I think that's a loss for Real Madrid that Gareth Bale isn't fit, because when we showed earlier about all those players pushing on, and Dani Alves and Jordi Alba, the space is in here, isn't it? For Kroos, for Modric, if they get time on the ball. They had too much time against Liverpool. I don't expect them to have as much time tomorrow. Then they've got the quality to find the right pass at the right time. And that would be to Ronaldo, it would be Benzema. It would have been ideal for Real Madrid if it had been Gareth Bale as well. Like the Copa del Rey.
So you give us Mascherano as a centre-back and Jordi Alba as a full-back. So you've got the possibility of, this is my team, set pieces. Now, I think it is the first goal that Real Madrid have scored in the last 10 games. The first goal comes either from penalties or headers. Headers from, obviously, Pepe, obviously, Sergio Ramos. He's going to be helping as well. You're going to get this guy and this guy, all of them ready to attack those set pieces, to defend them as well. But when they attack them, how are you going to stop that if you're actually going to have Mascherano and Matiel, the centre-backs, and Jordi Alba and all these small guys?
All these small guys, you're right. I mean, we're going to look at the two central defenders. Mascherano has to be a marker, although one of the small guys. Busquets is another main marker, but there isn't enough for Barcelona, but it's been a long-going problem from that. So I think that the secret is don't give away silly set pieces, because that will encourage Real Madrid, who will be stronger at attacking set pieces. But I think they have to get the best from Dani Alves, Jordi Alba, still know how to mark, and I think you have to have people, a mixture of man-to-man marking and zonal markers. They haven't recovered from losing Carlos Puyol, who identified danger, made sure he organised that defence, so they didn't give away as many goals. So that's really important from these three players to organise, the goalkeeper, Claudio Bravo, as well, to make sure that they're fully concentrated and
not my intention to help you, but why don't you put Matias as a full-back and Piqué in the team?
It is. I mean, it's one of those dilemmas for Luis Enrique, who's got a lot of players that he could choose from. I mean, we've got the teams here that's... and you see the Real Barca teams that we selected at the start of the game. He could play Mascherano at centre-back, he could play centre midfield if it was instead of Sergio Busquets, who's been struggling through injury. Jordi Alba could play left-back. We think he will play left-back. Mathieu could play left-back. And we're forgetting about Gerard Piqué.
OK, gentlemen, we're running out of time. OK, so we're seeing a bit of
defending with Piqué and with Alves, and the possibilities that Real Madrid is going to find, of course, that space in behind the defence, that space in behind the full-back and the centre-back, like here. Like Eibar almost took advantage of.
So that is the key from where you can get at Real Madrid. OK, the key for you, for where Barcelona can get at Real Madrid, what way is that?
I think it's by committing to their style of play. They will be the away team, but they will commit to all-out attack and commit to controlling possession. And that's going to be hard for them. I think it's one of the reasons why they've had success in recent times at the Bernabeu. They can nullify the effects of the crowd, and they have a good record. They have the belief to go there and get the victory as well. So,
OK, so
just looking at it tactically, I see everything pointing to a Barcelona win.
OK, I'm going to stand in between you, and we're going to go to that, and we're going to come out of that, and we're going to come onto that. And I'm going to say to you, right, with these teams here, Guillaume Balaguer, tell me what the scoreline will be.
There's going to be a high goal scoring, and I think it's going to be Real Madrid who will beat Barcelona. This is a Real Madrid that knows exactly how they play. They are happy in the way they play. They're entertaining, but also are able to open up defences and have got the pace to take advantage of the space.
Who will win it for Barcelona, Terry?
Luis Suarez. I think the script is writ. He's been out for so long, such a controversial player, splits opinion, and it's ironic, this is his first game back on the first day that he can play football again. To be playing in this game, if he plays at the start, if he plays at the end, I just think it's written that he's going to be the match winner.